Hi, my name is Simona Cipriani and I'm here with my skeleton, and I would like to talk to you a little bit about how we work on the mat, and from the mat we transit to the wall or sometimes onto the barrels. So if you notice, by scanning the actual skeleton, you see that there is a curvature here in the cervical spine that gets away from the floor, and same here for the lumbar spine. So when we are performing the exercises on the mat, we have no support here, and this is why we use the abdominals to lengthen the region of the lumbar spine, and this is why we use the head to make sure that the chin goes down like a nodding position of the head, to make sure that this also gets elongated. So as you can see now, with the barrel in compared to the mat, we are in a different level, so we're a little bit higher, and you'll see in the video for the actual barrels that we also have smaller ones, so it doesn't have to be as high. But at the beginning, it would be able to sustain and support the neck area much better if it's a little higher, and it will start to open up the chest. And then when we become a little bit more efficient and a little more advanced, you'll get closer and closer and closer to the barrel, so you're actually going to be able to, and of course it doesn't have muscles, so it's a little bit stiffer, so you understand that this will be a little bit more this way. But this is the region now that usually is convex. So we want to start opening up by letting that place really press against the barrel and open up the chest. So even the breathing and all the rib cage and the diaphragm will have a little bit more space to open and to deepen the work in the lungs. And the spine itself and the lumbar region has to still connect to the powerhouse, so it's not going to be increased if we really work deep in the abdominals, but the thoracic spine is the one that is going to be doing more extension. So in the natural way, every place in the body that we naturally want to do flexion, and the barrel will be helpful for actually extension. There's also another interesting thing that I would like to discuss, which is having the pelvis higher than the head and the shoulder when we actually work the other way around on the spine corrector or on the barrel. Besides having the circulation and the blood going down towards the heart here, therefore it's great for for circulation. The actual spine, the lower back, in this specific position, it's more supported. So this is the region that we really support in this area, and it feels really wonderful. I also have noticed that some of my students are able to do things on the mat, like for instance rolling like a ball or any kind of rolling, much better because they have connected this region of the spine, the lumbar spine, to the barrel, felt really how it felt when we move through the mat by doing all the rollings, and it really improved the general exercise in terms of rolling through the lower back each time. So this is a really great position, and that a lot of people find relaxing but also invigorating. The other point that I wanted to talk about is in the spine. So the nervous system also gets a little bit intrigued or teased in this position because it opens up the front ligaments of the spine, and so when you open up the front ligaments of the spine in here, there is an excitatory kind of reaction in the body in general. So when we do flexion, with the tendency is to really go almost like a fetal position, relaxing position, so the parasympathetic system kicks in, where you know, when we do things like extending and opening and breathing and opening up the area of the chest and really stretching the frontal part of the spine, there's a little bit of more energy, more excitement, and it's more like a sympathetic system kicking in. So I thought this was a very interesting way to look at it on the barrel, and I really hope you enjoyed it and learned something.